Excited for this one, Badger fans. We got the newest Wisconsin Badgers basketball commit joining the show. We're going to talk about his game and his journey to Wisconsin. That's coming up next. Let's go.
You are Locked On Badgers, your daily podcast on the Wisconsin Badgers. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is going on, Badger fans? Welcome to Locked On Badgers, your team every single day. As always, really do appreciate you tuning in. I'm your host, Ryan Harings. We're just going to jump right into it. We got Riccardo Greppi joining the show. Badgers. Hey, Riccardo, how's it going, man? Thank you for jumping on the show.
No problem. Everything's fine. You?
I'm doing great, man. Let me ask you this. People are interested about your game. How would you describe your offensive game?
So it's quite like European style of game. Quite a dynamic five. So just no post-ups and dunks. I love passing the ball. It's an unselfish type of game. So dishes, blocks, everything that can help. Screams, big screams, and rolls. That's it.
When you say European style basketball, does that start pretty young for you? Like working on shooting, passing, ball handling, those type of things?
Yeah. Shooting is a thing I added to my game lately. I mean, not that much time ago, like a few years ago. No, last year the most, yes. And generally my type of game, I'll always play like that. Maybe when I start to play more like internationally, when I started doing like national call-ups and with the national team, I started to understand what my ability were really needed for my team. So I try to improve them every single day to extend them to every teammate and to make the game easier for them,
How about defensively? What are you like on the defensive side of the ball?
How do you say? Paint defender. So I love blocking. I had like 2 blocks per game this season. So yeah, definitely that. And I still need to improve on the perimeter defense, but I think I got time for that. I'm down for it. So I'm coming for the Badger just for improving myself and working hard. So that's it.
How much time do you spend a week in the gym working on your game? Like how many hours a week do you spend?
Yeah, so now in summers it has decreased, but during the year we made like 2 hours per day almost, and two to three games per week since we played 2 championships.
And for people who don't know, because a lot of Badger fans aren't going to be that familiar with where you're playing in Italy, the teams you played with, who are you playing with most recently, and what is that level of competition like?
Yeah, so I used to play in Cantu, which is he plays in second Italian division, and I also used to play in the U19 championship, which is the we played almost every game or every team in Italy, and also made some tournaments. The one you are guys talking about, it's in Verona, which wasn't my team. I was there just for playing, which is it's like a next generation tournament. So the best young prospects play against for each Serie A team in Italy. They play against and they win the chip, like juniors chip, the young chip.
Talk to me about basketball culture in Italy. How big is the sport there, and what is it like growing up there?
So basketball is not as seen as in the US. Is more, of course, soccer is the most seen one and most practiced one. Played one. And what else? It's been quite tough for me. I had some bad periods, but with mental strength, you can do whatever you want. So I passed those periods, and now I'm fine. I'm cool with myself. I love the way I play, and I love my the teammates, everything about this sport. So I really love it.
Who are some mentors or some people who helped you kind of maybe get through some of those tough periods and helped you with basketball?
Um, Definitely, my family helped me a lot. My father and my mother. But from the sports side, my parents are not as didn't used to play, so they could give me advices from what life teach them, not from a sports side. From a sports side, definitely my coach, assistant coach, which is he actually played in the NBA, is Alex Sacker. He
Mm.
played in Detroit, and now he coaches me. He used to coach me. He's a great guy. Helped me for everything. We made individual practice, just me and him. Uh, he's been really helpful to me.
What are your basketball goals when you first get to Madison and going forward? What are you trying to accomplish?
So I want to, feel good with the team and really help them. And for sure, I want to improve myself as much as I can, putting in work and practices. What else? Yeah, just working hard with the team and feel good.
Well, and I want to get into that connection with the Badgers, how they found you, how they recruited you. But I want to start here. How many languages do you speak?
I speak 5 languages, 4 languages. I speak also a bit of Greek, but it's not as good as the other one. I speak French, Spanish, Italian, and English.
Oh, how do you learn 5 languages or 4?
Because I made a language school, so we studied Spanish, French, and English. English as the first language, and I mean second language after Italian, then French, and then Spanish. So I got a good level of Spanish and French.
Do you ever find yourself mixing your words, your languages up, like in conversations?
In English, yes, because sometimes I got a perfect English word that I cannot remember in Italian, so I use the English one. And yeah, people don't usually understand me, but that's cool.
I'm curious, man. Like, what I want to talk about Wisconsin and how they reached out to you.
Mhm.
Do you know how they first like found your film or how they first found you?
Yeah, they spoke with my agent. They were at Coach Gard was at the U18 European Championship in Finland, I guess, yes. And they spoke. You guys needed a big five with some, how do you say, uh, some cars? No, how do you say? I don't know.
We do need a big 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So they spoke. Coach Gar saw my films. We made a call. We connected also with Coach Joe Grabenov,
Mhm.
and we spoke like half an hour. What they wanted, what was my spot in the team. So I was really convinced they were for sure interested in me, and we proceeded with everything.
When you guys spoke and you said they talked about your spot on the team, did they say anything else like what they're looking for in their 5? Like, do they want defense, offense? They talk about your role at all?
Yeah, they told me that how I played were really filled up that's the spot, and they saw my films and they really loved the way I play, and so that's not much about the like defense or offense, just the way I play.
What do you know about Wisconsin? Like, do you know I wouldn't expect you to know a lot, but, what do you know?
Yeah, I just knew it was one of the biggest universities in the U.S. Academically and from basketball side. So as soon as I heard Wisconsin, you think of what Wisconsin is. So the Badgers, I loved it. I was really excited, and now it's coming to reality. So I'm really happy.
Well, and congratulations on that. What does it feel like to have made that decision? How did you celebrate?
With my family, we went out for dinner and just celebrated this big occasion to me that I don't have to waste, and use it at my best.
I have to ask, man, you've talked about your family a couple times.
Yes.
Obviously, you're close there. is it going to be tough? Was it tough on them to see you make a decision that's going to bring you to a much further distance away?
Mhm. Yeah, sure, it's difficult, but they know it's for my future, what I want to do, what I want to be. So they're surely happy for it. Distance is a big is a big part to not forget about. They will surely come to visit me and see me, but it's like 4 years that I'm out. Away because I've been playing in Cantu, which is quite far away from my house. So since I was 14, I've been living not abroad but like away, and so they're quite used to it. Not an oceanic distance, so I don't know how it will be. Mentally strength, as I told you, is everything, and we'll see.
What do you think you'll miss most when you come over from Italy? Is it Italian food?
Food,
Yeah,
definitely, yeah. Food,
that's all
family, and some friends. Just the good friends I'll miss.
for sure. What's the winter like where you're at?
It's quite cold, but they told me there is really, really cold. Not as much as here. I'm in the northern part of Italy, like near Milan, up Milan. But temperature stay like between the 0 Celsius, so cold, but not that much as in Wisconsin.
What is the timetable? Like, when are you coming over to
Uh,
Wisconsin?
yeah, I still have to book flights since in these days I get the visa for coming there, the F1 for the student, for the students,
Mhm.
and I get there probably the 20 something 20. I hope 22, but I don't know. I have to check the embassy if they do it fast or not.
Have you been able to? I know this has been kind of quick here, and it's been recent. Have you been able to
Mhm.
watch any film of the Badgers play? Anybody on the team?
No. I watched some old highlights just to know what the atmosphere looked like. How's the team? How's the university in general? But I haven't watched anything about like the offense or anything like that.
I got a couple questions here. These are from people who watch the show. The first one
Mhm.
is, what do you think is going to be the biggest difference going from an Italian league to the Collegiate League in the States?
Could be an advantage. I hope so. Since as you know, the European basketball is quite different from the U.S. basketball. Probably is more of I wouldn't say smart, but probably you have to think anytime what you do, what you're doing, how to help teammates, and any any decision is important. And probably the U.S. is more of it's different, as you can see, like in EuroLeague and between EuroLeague and NBA. So I think that's it. Playing arena as big as is it Kohl Arena?
Yep, Kohl Center. Kohl Center. Yep, you're right there.
Kohl Center will be tough. I'll be playing against in front of how many 10,000 people,
More than that, yeah. On the
or
big games,
18,000
yeah, you're gonna get up there.
people.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm used to like 7,000 maximum. So with the U19, we used to play again with 200 people. So we'll see. It's gonna be tough. A lot of pressure for me. But I'm ready.
next question here. All-time favorite basketball player?
All-time favorite basketball player. Yeah, Michael Jordan.
It's a great answer, man.
For sure. Yeah,
You mentioned food. What's your favorite food?
Italian food. So I'm also into Greek food since, as I told you, I know Greek since I have an house over there. I go there every summer. So probably Greek food. We're talking about gyros. Gyros.
Oh yeah, yep.
Italian food, pasta. Pasta is the key for everything. Pasta fixes everything.
I love that. Pasta fixes everything.
Yeah.
Hidden talent, like something that's not basketball related that you do for fun or you're really good at.
I love like drawing. Drawing. Then I love cars, for example. I'm a car lover. Yeah, I can tell you like when a car passes, I know everything about it. So it's always been probably my father I got it from my father since he loved engines and motors. He used to work with that, so probably he taught me that. And yeah, that's something out of basketball that I love.
Is there any other place? Obviously, you're coming over to the States. You're going to be playing ball in Wisconsin. Any place in this America that you're like, I would really like to go there. I'd really like to see that.
I'm seeing like Cappadocia is really nice with the balloons and everything. But I went to the US many times. I got some friends in like Narragansett, which is in East Coast.
Mhm.
And I love California, and I've been to Miami and New York. So I love many places from the US. I'd like to visit them soon, if I'll be able to, with my family maybe. Yeah, that's it.
Last question here, man. For Badger fans that are watching this, what
Mm.
kind of player in person are they getting with Riccardo Greppi?
What?
What kind of player in person are they getting with you? Like, what's your message to Badger fans?
Yeah, I hope I'll be, I don't know, hope to good to make a good impression to you guys. Can't wait to get there. I'm a unselfish guy. I love people. I love person to speak with. Smart people to speak with. Having great conversations and maybe basketball conversation. I don't know. And yeah, can't wait to get there.
I really appreciate it. He's Riccardo Greppi, committed to the Wisconsin Badgers, 6'10" center coming out of Italy. Riccardo, thank you so much for
Thank you.
tuning in. I appreciate it.
Okay. See you.